it's Butterfly Hijinks and my Beagle Phoebe, who I'm pretty sure you can hear snoring right now. And she probably will be throughout the entirety of this video because she's curled up against my back, hugging my entire blanket, and curled up in doggy dreamland. So good for her. She's so helpful. So yeah, not gonna lie, it is kind of cozy. I guess, well, things have been pretty good. Thank you to everyone who showed their support after my last video. It's not something I usually like to talk about all that much, but just kind of need to get it out there for once, I guess. Yeah, every once in a while it just sort of overwhelms you a little bit, and well, as many of you know. But, well, we're in a pretty good place right now, and, I usually make it a policy to try to respond to everyone's comments, with something at least, and, would love to do so, except that ever since this, silly little site redesign that YouTube decided was such a good idea, I haven't been able to. It might let me do one response per day, and then it just gives me an error message, sometimes for several days afterwards, so, yeah, not that I anticipate everyone expects a response, but thank you, Phoebe. But, yeah, I just kind of consider it a courtesy, and I fear I have been remiss, and, for that I apologize. Know that I appreciate everything that you've said. But, yeah, it would be nice if YouTube would fix that. Might be a little bit too much to ask, though. I guess we'll find out. In the meantime, things have been pretty good. I've been doing pretty well in school. Well, it doesn't matter if I do well or not, because I'm auditing and I'm not taking classes for credit. I just show up because I feel like it. And when I say I've been doing pretty well, I mean, I've been getting the highest grades on the quizzes and midterms that we've been taking in the class, in my Latin class at least. And I know this because, hi Phoebe, because whenever the teacher leaves the room at the end of the day, when he adds something back, everyone has to go through what they got and compare, and I guess I'm universally hated for my amazing ability to translate dead authors into English, I guess. Yeah, it's a pretty useless skill, but it's mine, and I guess I should be proud of it. In my English class, we're reading John Cleland's Memoirs of a Woman of Pleasure, which is one of the first erotic novels ever written in the English language, and it is actually pretty fascinating from, I guess, kind of the classic feminist perspective. It's hard to tell if it's a book about, a male fantasy about in the 18th century. So anyway, it's interesting, and it treats of female sexuality very frankly and without really thinking about it in terms of rules of femininity. You know, what does it mean to be a woman? And, you know, it's more about, I guess, women and sensuality, which is unusual. Usually, even today, people think about female sexuality as being so tied up with morals and virtues and monogamy and blah 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 blah. That's a little refreshing. And he comes up with so many euphemisms for the dirty body parts. I respect it, to be honest. So that's that. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I've really, really missed being in an English class, and I'm glad that we have a number of very well-read, serious people in this class. Sometimes I'm in an English class, and not that the other students are stupid or anything, but many of them are really serious literature students, and it shows in the quality of the discussion. We've had some really good discussion in this class, which is a relief. I've missed it, been jonesing for it, like some sort of weird English literature addict. And that's one of, I guess, the lamest addictions you could possibly have. But it's mine, and again, I guess I should embrace it. So yeah, outside of school, the weather has been a fickle mistress. We had 1 week where we had an 80-degree day in April, and the next day it was 45, and yesterday it was 55 degrees outside. Today, sorry, today we have a frost warning, so she needs to make up her mind, is all I'm saying. Sorry, my allergies are acting up because the weather won't just make up its mind. Apart from that, I have flowers blooming again. No roses yet, but I have some hyacinths and some tulips. I never planted the tulips, by the way. They were a donation from the local squirrel population, and well appreciated. I just wish that they'd stop giving me the yellow ones. My neighbor has some nice burgundy ones. Thinking maybe I'll leave out a plate of peanuts and a note, you know, kind of like an offering. Hey, can you do me a favor, kind of a thing. I don't think it would work, because as far as I'm aware, the local squirrel population is functionally illiterate. But it might be worth a shot. If nothing else, I get to feed the squirrels. But that's that. I should wrap this thing up, because I have about 30 more seconds, I suppose.